Hello, everybody. I am Debbie G. Welcome to Enlightened World. This morning, we have an extraordinary guest for you. This is somebody that I am so honored to introduce. She is probably one of the most insightful, magical human beings I've ever met. And let me tell you, so there was this day a few years ago, and I'm on the phone with this magical lady. Her name's Joan of Angels. And we're talking, and I can feel I'm getting truth chills now. And we're talking and we're seeing magic happen before our eyes. And then I wake up one morning and I hear spirit say, go, you need to go meet Joan of Angels. And I'm like, I need to go meet Joan of Angels. Okay, all right, I'm going to go. Because, when you say the sacred death, you do what you're told to do. And that's what we did. And I did. And I called Joan and said, I'm coming. And she said, okay. And from the moment I met her, my heart has just been so full.
Makes me want to cry, Debbie. It really brings tears to my eyes.
Love you.
I love you too so much.
In times, there comes a time in life when you're so grateful. You can't hold the tears back. You cannot. And the things we're grateful for are friends like Joan, for people in your life who love you no matter what, and who you always know, like your heart connection, and it never goes away. I met Joan and she told me this beautiful story about painting 33 angels in 33 days. She got the message, the download, and she did it. And she needed somebody to help bring those images and put them into cards. And that was a sacred yes, that we were called to start beginning this process. And then throughout time, we became friends and we became family. And no matter how much time passes, because you know how life is, right? Well, this is your moment and reminder that to get into the present and remember those people that matter the most. And that's why when asked, who do you want to introduce, I couldn't stop myself. Of course, Joan of Angels. Why? Because just as Joan of Arc changed the history of mankind, so does Joan of Angels. So we are in gratitude for the work that you do. Joan is also known as Dr. Joan Hangarter. She is a chiropractor as well, just so you all know, and is a channel for angelic energies, and is here to heal, inspire, remind others of their purpose and potentials. She acts as an intuitive guide, oracle, and transformational teacher, and is known for her healing messages, wisdom, and art that she channels. It's awesome, trust me. She's the host of Joan of Angels show, a visionary artist, a doctor of chiropractic, and holds a master in counseling. And for over 40 years, she's guided and counseled and uplifted people across the world to align and merge. And she does one other thing that's not in her bio that I'll just tell you. She fluffs your wings. Just like that. And without further ado, I'm going to hand the screen over to you, Joan. And I just love you, period.
I just want to say something, Debbie. That was the most beautiful intro. I'm so glad we've had those healings together, and that you're in my life and you're bringing tears of just joy and just deep, miraculous gratitude. So.
Absolutely. Well, Joan, I am ready for your magic. And your magic is something that everyone in the world should experience. So without further ado, I invite all of you to experience Joan of Angels.
Oh, dearest ones, we're just so grateful for this opportunity to support each and every one of you and help you step into that who you are, to help you remember why you're here, to help you Step into the courage that it takes to be here on the planet as a divine, fifth dimensional and higher frequency being on a third dimension planet. So join me right now as we start to go into a very, very deep meditation. So taking a deep breath in and then letting it all out. And then once again, taking another deep breath and letting it all out. Mother, Father, God, we ask right now that each of us be filled, surrounded, and protected with love, with light, with the angelic presence of our guides, our angels, our departed loved ones, those that have been with us since the beginning of time. We ask for clarity and wisdom and understanding as we begin to just allow ourselves to take a breath and to step into that magical, fifth dimensional and above universe where so many of us love to spend our time. So right now, knowing that all is well, let us first prepare ourselves by taking another deep breath, and this time bringing your shoulders back, bringing those beautiful wings that we all have, the scapular, the wings that each and every one of us has. And in bringing our wings back, I ask you to raise up your arms so that we are actually spreading those wings and feeling our face in the sun, in the moonlight, and in that divine consciousness. And we can literally tap into those celestial realms. That is where so many of you walk. And so begin, my darling ones, by just letting out any tension, letting out any worry, let go of any fear, anything that is in your consciousness. Let go of anything in your hands or your lap that's keeping you feeling that constricted. And then take another deep breath and letting it out. And going deeper within us, going deeper and deeper and deeper into that place where only love resides. Now, guys, as we are feeling into this energies, imagine right now that we are in a beautiful magical forest, in a rainforest, a tropical forest with beautiful green palm trees and golden flowers and fauna all around us. And as we are seeing this beautiful jungle, this green forest, imagining right now that there is a little path that appears it is a beautiful path. It's not a smooth path. As you find yourself stepping and kind of walking, you notice that the path goes up and it goes down. And the path goes to the right, goes to the left. And you find yourself going deeper and deeper into this forest, my friends. And as we continue, we hear the sounds of the rainforest, the sounds of the grasshoppers, the sounds of the birds, the constant humming sounds that wake up your senses. And you feel the air on your arms. You can feel that crisp air all around you. And as you continue walking through that forest, you notice that you're speeding up, almost as if you're skipping down that trail, and maybe even sort of moving as if you're on a moving sidewalk going through the forest, going up and down and all around. And noting that somewhere on your left is a beautiful river going down and going down at a beautiful speed, and somehow you're being gliding, you're lifted, and you're moving on this pathway. And as we go down that pathway, we see that this pathway comes to a beautiful golden mountain, almost like a pyramid of sorts. And we see that this trail extends onto this pyramid, this kind of mountain form that goes up and up and up. And we find ourselves on a path going this way. And then going this way, goes all around the pyramid. And it starts to gradually take us higher and higher. And as we ascend up this pyramid, we notice that the moon is shining brightly in the sky, surrounding us and filling us with its glowing energies of magical moon dance. And the stars are starting to come out. And we find ourselves being guided by this moon as we go around and around up to the next level. And we find ourselves going around even more. And as we get up towards the top of this pyramid-shaped mountain, we find ourselves on that plateau. And within that plateau, we see a beautiful, beautiful, glowing fountain filled with light, filled with a flame that comes up from the center and that goes up, attracting us, calling us. It's a flame of fire, and yet it is a flame of golden energies. And around this flame, we see a pool that beckons us to come in, beckons us to receive the kinds of healing energies that we so require for our fifth dimensional frequency bodies, to heal our souls, to heal our hearts, to remind us of who we are, to give us that boost so that we can feel like we are one with the angelic ones, the ones that we have walked with before. And as we enter the pool, this fountain, we notice that surrounding the fountain are gigantic beings, tall goddesses and gods of old. They are sitting aligned around in these magnificent thrones, watching us, calling us to come closer into these waters, into these pools, this beautiful pool, so that we can bathe ourselves in the water, so that we can bathe ourselves in the flame. And as we are invited to begin to bathe ourselves in the water, and looking around, we see we are surrounded by these beautiful goddesses and gods that are beaming to us energy frequencies that we can see. We can see that golden light coming to us, healing our chakras, healing our hearts and our minds and our throat, and opening up our third eye so we could see deeply into the celestial field that we have entered. And they are beckoning us. They are saying, come closer, beloved. Immerse yourself into these healing waters, these fountains of love, these fountains of life, these fountains of restoration of your wings, of your celestial energies, of that angelic frequency for which you live in, and for which you have been sent down to bring those energies down to the planet as well. And so as you take a step into the healing waters, you notice that the waters feel slick and sleek and smooth and cool and yet warm, healing, and as if they are taking all the cells in your feet and transfiguring them. And as you look down upon your feet, you can literally see the fluid as if it's living, circling your feet, bringing healing energies, tingling those toes, waking you up. And as we take another step, the waters, the energies start to come up to our knees, and we immerse those knees within that water. And we can feel that the bones in our knees start to work better. They start to feel younger. They start to feel alive. And so we feel that sense of fluidity, that sense of opening, that sense of we can go anywhere. And as we continue to go deeper and deeper into this pool of cosmic ascension fluids, we find ourselves in water that has now come up to our belly button, and healing and surrounding our chakras, so that even our chakras begin to light up. As they get infused with these healing waters, we find as we look down that our chakras are glowing in that clockwise direction. And we see them in our front and in our back. And we're becoming, within that water, you can see emerald colors, pink, blue, yellow, purple, healing colors that are starting to permeate through your skin. For there is no filter now, for this is transforming and cleansing. And as we step deeper into the pool and we submerge our heart, we can feel that our heart is beginning to younger. Our heart is beginning to turn into a vibrant pink and red, healing, energetics, and that it's beginning to pulse, not just with a human energy, with a celestial feel of love, personal, planetary, galactic love. This heart of yours starts to expand, even though underwater, expanding within you. So you feel as if you are all heart. You are the heart of the world. You are the heart of yourself. And beloved ones, this is your healing heart. This is the source, the restoration. That which heals you inside comes from this heart, sending energies and frequencies to all parts of your body, nurturing you with this love. And as we raise ourselves higher, as the water comes up and around us, and it starts to tingle our throat chakra, and literally starts to dissolve any impediments to opening that throat chakra, removing any blocks, just melting them away so that you become free to know your truth, free to know that you are one with these divine gods and beings, that they are welcoming you and continuing to welcome you to release that which was earthly and to step into that which is heavenly. And so as we see our throat chakras in a very bright, brilliant green, healing words, healing thoughts, healing ideas, healing, little healing energies coming out from even your throat. And as we submerge even more, and knowing that our wings now are spread out and our wings are assimilating this water is actually healing every fiber of your wings, every feather being washed, where any impurities, anything that was less than the frequency of light, anything that was from olden days, any fears, any curses, other people's thoughts being removed from those wings. And as you're within this healing water that is now beginning to even cover your third eye and moving up to your crown chakra, you feel these wings spreading out, that they fill the entire pool with this amazingly beautiful, magnificent wings with gold trimmed on the edges. And the more you remain submerged in the water, the more these wings take flight, the more these wings are cleared up. And we feel the presence of the divine within us. For we can breathe within these celestial fluids as our heart continues to grow. Our third eye continues to be open. And now these celestial energies that are coming down through us from these heavenly realms and from our gods and our goddess companions. And beloved ones, feel what it feels like to be standing with the divine ones, to be one with your spiritual companions, to know their faces, their hearts, their presence. And as we just absorb and feel these energies, we ask you now to see those burning flames right in front of you. And these flames burn in the water, very, very bright, going through the water and going up to the skies. And we invite you to step into these waters, into these flames, allowing these flames to transform your body. Allowing these flames now to work on everything that is within this being, this frequency being that you are, looking for places that are out of alignment and setting them right, looking for pathways that don't connect and healing them, removing any impediment to that smooth flow of energy coming down from the heavenly realms and up through the water, celestializing your body, having your blood flow with more purity, with more strength, with more oxygen and nutrients for every cell in your body. And feeling the return, the lymph fluids in your body are moving back to your heart so that they can be strained and any lower frequencies can be removed. And feeling the energies flowing down through your crown, through your body, these flames purifying you, sending energy down through your brain, healing all those synapses so that your nerves in your brain start to fire quickly, with grace and ease, with memory, with production and function, your circulation, your breathing, your heart, your energy, your hormones, all being regulated now. For we see here a very divine celestial switch. And on that switch, we can see our energy being turned from low frequency as we turn that dial and we turn it up. We turn it up. We turn it up and we turn it up. And we feel that fire coming through from our feet on up through our body. And at the same time, we feel these heavenly waves of fire burning through and igniting you with healing energies, with fire in your heart, with passion in your soul, restoring your memories of days of old, where these encounters with our gods and our guides and our goddesses was a daily occurrence when we lived in these realms, my friends, for this is where you come from. And as you receive this healing, you look around those chairs, those thrones, and there is one being there that calls to you, that beckons you, that calls you by name, that does this little thing with their finger or sends that message into your heart. Come closer, dear one, come closer. And as you begin to come closer, and that divine being begins to embrace you with their energy, inviting you to merge with their 5th, their 10th, their 15th dimensional frequencies, inviting you to come closer so that you can experience and tap into those higher dimensional frequencies. And so allow yourself to become one with this divine being and feel what it's like to be one with the all, and feeling those energies and feeling a sense of understanding. And now asking not only for this divine and perfect healing, which is yours, my loved ones. If you have been suffering any lower energies, any pain, pain in your back, pain in your spine, pain in your arms and your shoulders or your neck, or any out of balance, any hormonal issues, any blood issues, any memory issues. We ask for the state of divine grace and perfection. And so feel what it feels like to be here on the top of a pyramid in a pool of celestial waters with your wings spread, feeling aligned and in harmony with your 12th, your 15th dimensional frequency being that has called you to them. And now take a moment to ask for any healing or any messages that this guide may have for you. Any messages that are specific to you and your well-being. Any messages that are specific to those you might work with around you or the world around you. But feel yourself, feel these messages coming through you, allowing you that sense of joy, that sense that I am not alone, that I am part of this divine trinity of loving beings that support and grow and nurture and have only that which is for my highest good. And as we ask for any messages or any presents or any gifts, perhaps your angelic one, your God, your guided goddess, this being may give you a gift. Perhaps it's a stone of some sort that they may give you, that you find yourself called to put on your third eye or on your throat or on your heart. And they invite you to take this gift with you so that you can hold it and keep it with you as a reminder of this healing that you are receiving. We are so filled with gratitude. Those tears are tears of joy. Those tears are tears of release. For as you feel into your body, you realize that everything in your body is working in alignment with spirit, that your heart is beating, that your lungs are filled with joy, with air, that as you wiggle your fingers, they're moving in such divine perfection. It's as if you yourself are a goddess or God or an angelic one. And so it is. And now, notice as your divine being releases you to start to step away from the water and start to return now as you start to find yourself outside that pool and you look around and you see how beautiful that earth down there is. And for a moment, you're between the heaven and the earth. But now, my loves, it's time for us to slowly going round the opposite way, going round that pyramid, going down that path, going slowly down, going down, and going down until you're at the foot. And there you notice this golden pathway calling you back as it calls you back through the forest, through the rainforest, and going back on that path that's waving and undulating and twisting and turning as you sort of seem to float down that pathway. Down that pathway. The river is on your right now. It's on your other side. And you're just enjoying. From a renewed state, it's as if you hear every grasshopper, every bird, every animal in the forest is speaking one with you, almost as if you can understand their language. And the fairies in those trees and in those bushes are a light. They are accompanying you on this journey home. And you notice you have the most extraordinary feeling in your heart and in your body. And as we go down that path, until we find ourselves back in our body. And as we come back into our body, we can feel that we still have those wings, but we find ourselves kind of putting the wings into more of what we call an at-rest position, so that they are now back within your scapula, back within your wings, in a clear container almost that keeps them pure for the next time that you need to bring them out. You have been renewed. You have been restored. You have been cleansed with such celestial energies so that you can adapt to the 3D universe. You feel alive. You feel brilliant. You feel alight with joy, with happiness, with certainty. And most of all, you feel this new frequency within your body. You feel this energy of not just love, but of divine perfection. You have empathy for yourself, your sense of compassion and gratitude, so that even the littlest bug you can hear, you can see, and you know that you are one with the all. And you know that you have found a place that you can call home, that you can return to at any moment, that is yours to go whenever your heart needs restoration, your body or your soul. This is your healing pyramid, your healing ponds, your healing pool, where you can step into those golden flames that will help you come back to center, help you rearrange that which is no longer working, so that you become that unified whole. Now, darling ones, remember that within you, you contain not only those healings, but those messages and those gifts that you were given by your higher frequency being, by your higher frequency companion. And know that you can return at any moment. You can ask to be taken here in your dreams. You can ask to go here in your meditations, for you are always welcome. And so it is. So wiggle your toes, wiggle those knees, touch your belly button, touch your heart, touch your throat chakra, your third eye, your crown. Shake your hands out. Wiggle again those toes. And we are back, feeling whole and complete. So it is.
And so it is. Joan, as always, you have just taken us through an incredible journey, quantum healing, quantum jumping, stepping into our power and remembering who we are. And I had, as I laid back and I relaxed, I had my beautiful stone, which is a smoky quartz and an amethyst that Joan gave to me
Oh
many
my
moons ago.
God.
Many moons ago.
Oh my
Still
goodness.
have it. Fits my hand perfectly. It fits, it's literally like just, even before I understood or knew how the power that we can pull from earth, from energy, the energy from a stone, and how it helps us to really embed, the crystals help us to really embed the energies that you just were sharing with us. But yeah, Joan, I still have it. It's right here.
I love that you have that. Okay, Debbie, do me a favor, hon. Bring your wings back. Bring your wings back so we can share this with everyone, to be in that resonance of knowing that we have wings. It's even in the anatomy journals. You have wings, my friends. So feel that. Take that today wherever you go. When you go into the supermarket, feel it.
Take this.
Feel it.
Feel your wings.
And feel the difference it makes, my dears. Okay.
It does. Do that. Do that. It was beautiful. So I do believe that we are complete. And joanofangels.com, that's where you can go and you can purchase artwork. You can purchase sessions with her. You can purchase her beautiful cards. And she's got a couple different sets now. Just take an exploration around joanofangels.com and see what you can find. And my guess is you'll find something that's going to expand your existence. And that's what it's all about. So thank you very much. Thank you,
I'm
Joan.
honored. I'm so honored. Thank you so much.
Thank
All
you,
right.
sweetie.
Bye.